Prime Minister Justin Trudeau addressed the SNC-Lavalin controversy this morning in Ottawa. He held firm that he was standing up for jobs when he asked the former Justice Minister to consider stopping a criminal prosecution of the company. Trudeau says he should have been aware of an erosion of trust between his office and former Justice Minister Jody Wilson-Raybould, but says there was no inappropriate pressure put on her. Wilson-Raybould resigned from cabinet shortly after the controversy erupted. Danielle Smith from Global News Radio 770 CHQR joins us now. Okay, Danielle, and go.
Well, when he was speaking, I recall a hashtag that goes around when somebody is giving an apology that is seen to be insincere. And the hashtag is sorry, not sorry. And that's exactly how I felt as he was speaking. It would have been pretty simple for him to say that jobs were his number one consideration. Upon reflection, he realizes he put inappropriate pressure on Jody Wilson-Raybould. He never should have shuffled her out of the justice portfolio, and now they're going to look at making some changes to ensure that this doesn't happen again. But he didn't say any of that. In fact, he muddied the waters even further about why Jody Wilson-Raybould was removed from the position. Gerald gave, I thought, a pretty weak explanation yesterday, saying having made the decision to move her into Indigenous affairs and her rejecting it. Sort of interesting. There have been some Aboriginal leaders who've said that would be kind of like asking Nelson Mandela to oversee apartheid. That's how Jody Wilson-Raybould would have received it. And for them to not be aware of that is perplexing in itself. But then Gerald said, well, we had to move her because having made the decision to move her, we wouldn't allow for a cabinet minister to veto a cabinet decision. When Trudeau was asked about that, was that the reason? He said, no. So you're left, I think, with the impression that her version of events is the most detailed, the most accurate, the most relevant, has not been refuted in any substantive way by anybody who has given testimony. And in fact, with the terrible performance of the Privy Council clerk, Michael Wernick, yesterday, it's pretty clear that if Gerald Butts wasn't centrally involved in manipulating things behind the scenes, he was. He had a very close relationship with Kevin Lynch, the chairman of SNC-Lavalin. He didn't have any documents that supported this notion that job losses would happen. Elizabeth May nailed him to the wall on that. And it's pretty clear that there was inappropriate pressure, and I think most reasonable people would conclude that's the reason she got fired for it. The sad part is, there doesn't appear to be any accountability for anybody out of this. Most of the legal scholars I've spoken with said that nothing crossed the line over into a criminal obstruction of justice charge. Even Jody Wilson-Raybould gave them the pass on that. And so we're left with the only way that this is going to be resolved is during an upcoming election in the fall. And will people still be outraged about it by then? Not sure. Maybe they will. The new cabinet minister, the new attorney general, David Lametti, keeps on giving interviews saying, yeah, we still might give that remediation agreement to SNC-Lavalin. If that happens, that basically confirms Jody Wilson-Raybould's account of events, and that may be the final event that turns public opinion against Justin Trudeau to a point where he could lose the next election.
Certainly no shortage of things to talk about on this one, and you'll be diving deeper into it on your show at 9:30 today. Thanks, Danielle.
Thank you.